All right, this assignment, of course, when you load it up, it's going to look like this. If you need to understand a little bit about these tags that are already in use, of course, you can go back and look at that video, or you just look it up online if you wanted to. But in any case, on this assignment, what they really want us to do is to make our own title for this web page. Now, you have to put something specific. I'll show you what it is, but I'm not gonna keep that. Okay. So we can see right here on line 9, we got Karen's web page. And then again, I've changed this a little bit just for my own purposes, just to show you that it doesn't matter. My favorite thing to do is read. And I do love to read, by the way. But now I need a title tag, okay? So remember, the title is actually the title of your web page, and it will show up at the top of your web page at the top of the browser, okay? So it's simple, title, opening, angle bracket, T-I-T-L-E, all lowercase, close, angle bracket, and you see it came up with that closing of the title. Now, like I said before in the last video, I like to have that on the same indentation level as the beginning as well. So I have that on a separate line. You can do this, and you notice now on line 6 for me, it is also indented saying, which is another way to tell you're working inside of a specific tag. Now, here's what you have to put on your web page. Okay, but like I say, I'm not a huge fan of saying, oh, you know what? I mean, I have to do whatever you tell me to do. So again, I'm just gonna write whatever I want on this. To get credit, I must type in all about whoever this is. I don't even know how to say that name, but in any case, that's what we got right here. Once you do this, again, the only words you really need is this in order to get credit, okay? Now, of course, you should run your program, see what it says. I'll show you what mine looks like. So if I come up here and open this up, you can see at the top, to get credit, I must type this in. And if I hover over it, it kind of shows the whole title right there. That's what we put in. All this stuff right here was stuff that was given to you already. Now, what you're seeing right here, yes, it is on my Google Chrome browser, but it's not actually on the web, right? You need some kind of server to actually get that out on the web. But I don't have that right now, and so of course you're not seeing that either. So, but that's all you got to do for this assignment. Very quick. Hopefully it's fairly easy. Now, it's good to start from scratch on these. You know how to put in. Know that you need an HTML tag. Know that you need a head tag. Know that you're gonna need and want a title for all of your web pages. And then, of course, and we'll get plenty of experience with this, but the sooner you get used to it, the better off you're going to be. What I recommend doing is getting rid of all of this information right here, and think about the code that we put in. Can you put in the doc type space HTML, right? Are you able to remember that? Because if not, then you're going to have some problems, and you're going to think about a lot more about the code than you need to. But if you can remember that you need that to declare you're using HTML5 version, or that you need an HTML tag, and inside the HTML tag goes all of this other stuff and all of the other relationships, like the title with the head and the level 1 heading with the body. As long as you can remember all that stuff and build it from scratch, you're going to be in very good shape. Now, along those lines, here's what I recommend doing: is making a template. So this, by the way, is kind of its own template. Now, whether you're using a level 1 header or not is completely up to you. But what I'm showing right here is a decent template. If you had something like this, saved it, put it somewhere like an email or a file that you can find often, so that every time you start a new program from scratch, you're pretty much always going to be using these things. So I recommend doing that. Not everyone does. And again, the assignment pretty well came with a lot of this information. But again, my point here is that if you're looking to be an efficient and proficient coder, it's important to have this stuff in your toolbox, ready to be whipped out at a moment's notice. But that's all we got for this assignment.